Hi everyone. So in today's project we are going to be taking these picture frames and we're going to be framing out some Dunn thin skinny fonts for my kitchen. So these frames, I only found them at the $1 tree at one location that I went to, and I think they're absolutely beautiful, guys. Okay, they have the bicycle here. I almost didn't want to change the picture, but in any case, it's a gold frame, and it's almost like a floating glass. If it didn't have that gold frame, it would be like a floating picture. Okay, then in the back you have this metal lever. Okay, so I grabbed two of those. So I thought this would be perfect to put the pictures I want to put in there. So let me show you what I did. On pink xerox paper, I spelled out the word sweets. What I did around this is I went around it with Mod Podge, and then I used a fine gold glitter to put around that. So that's what we have here on the pink Xerox paper. And then over here I used the regular white Xerox paper, and that one says sweets and this one says cake. And I did the same thing. I went around it with the Mod Podge and I sprinkled it with the fine glitter. So let me show you that. So the fine glitter I got from Dollar General, and I'm absolutely loving this fine glitter. Okay, so I got that there. And I'm sorry. So from the Dollar Tree, I went over to where they have the barrettes, and I love these two bows here. So I thought this one would match really nicely with the pink, and this one would match obviously with the white. So we're going to be using those. We are going to be using the Mod Podge that I got from the Dollar Tree, and anything else that I used that I did not mention, you can find everything I used down in the description box below. So let's get into the project. Okay, I pulled the prongs back. There's 4 of them. And I didn't realize there was 2 pieces of glass. Okay, now I don't have to tell you. Well, let me go ahead and tell you. Be very careful when you're working with the glass from the Dollar Tree. It's very thin and you can cut yourself easily. But I didn't know there were 2. Okay, so that's why I said this was more like a floating picture frame. Okay, now that we know that, I'm going to go ahead, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wipe that glass very carefully. Alright, I'm going to lay this down, and then wipe this side. Actually, I'll wipe both. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to place one of them down. I'm going to center it. Okay, and what I really should do is I'm just going to put like a dot of glue, because honestly from the back it's not, nobody will see the back. I'm just going to put a dot of glue just to hold the paper in place. Okay, so when you're happy with the placement, then like I said, let me just wipe this down again. Alright, then this gets placed on top of that one. So I'm going to wipe the back before I stick it in the frame. So I'm not sure if you can see it too well, but this is what that looks like, guys. Okay? And let me see, is there a way to slide it in? No, you just have to place it in. Do that. We're going to push these prongs down. Okay, I'm just going to give it a quick wiping. Yeah, we're going to place the bar, the stand back on there. And so far, this is what we have. Okay, so this is what that looks standing up. I'm absolutely loving that frame. I really like that floating frame idea. So we're going to take since the sweets is in the copy paper is pink, we're going to use this pink from back here. Okay. I thought I would put it on the edge of the frame or on top. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think we can go to the center. I have a habit of going off center. Either way, I think it looks very pretty. So let's go off center today, at least with this one. Okay. I'm going to lay this down. We're going to put some glue here on the corner. And we are going to lay that bow down. So while this one here, this is what that looks like, guys. So while this one here is drying, we're going to move on to the second frame. So since we already know what we're doing with that one, we already know what we got to do with this one. And then I'm going to pull back the prongs. Much easier this time around because I already know what I'm doing. And we're going to wipe this piece of glass here with this paper towel that has Windex on it, any kind of glass cleaner. Okay, so we're going to take this cake and we're going to place it in the center there. So I'm going to get the glue gun, put a little dot of glue just so it doesn't move. This is really nice to put on a sweets table if you have anybody coming over and you like to display your sweets or your cake. That would be a really nice idea. I'm using it to place near the desserts in my kitchen. The desserts we shouldn't have. Okay, so we're going to wipe that. I'm going to wipe that down. And I'm absolutely loving the Dunn, the skinny font. I'm loving that. So put the long side in. Okay, let me show you how this goes. Because I had to figure this out. I don't want to touch the glass. So this is what that looks like. Okay. And as you can see, it's kind of tilted this way a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to stick that in there like this. And then we want to come here and push that in the hole. Then you have the stand. Isn't that pretty? I'm loving it. And then we're going to lay that bow. Just because I want to be a little bit extra, I'm going to go ahead and put a little gem. Let me put this one, let me put one on here. It doesn't have to be the same kind. I found a little piece of rose mesh over here, so I think I'm going to use the rose mesh on the pink. So it looks a little different. So guys, this is the sweets. I'm loving this. Isn't that so adorable? Okay, so this one is the sweets. Okay, this one over here is the cake. Isn't that adorable? This is like so beautiful. And I put a gemstone on this one and a rose mesh on that one. And so this is what we have. I'm absolutely loving that display here. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very simple video, but it's a very beautiful video. I'm really loving it myself. So I hope you enjoyed this. Everything I used to make this craft is down in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in another video.